Hi and welcome. So the next topic is file reader. So we have seen to create a file, open a file, or write into a file. Now we are going to see how to read from a file. Okay. So the file reader is used to read character data from the file. Okay. It is used to read character data from the file. Fine. The constructors are normally file reader. Let's say fr equals to new file reader. Fine. And pass the path of the file. You can also pass the second constructor the reference of. What are the methods? The methods, remember, these will not create a new file. So remember that. The method is the read method. Okay. This will simply read the data character by character. Remember, it will read the data character by character. Fine. So what will happen is if my data is like this, file reader, then in the next line Python, fine. And if I call the read function once, so it will read f. Then again, if I call the read function, it will read I. Then again, if I call the read function, it will read L. Then again, if I call the read function, it will read E. So this is how it will work. Okay, it will read the file character by character, and it returns its Unicode value. Fine. Now, since the read function returns the Unicode value, we have to compulsorily typecast while printing. Typecast while printing. You have to compulsorily typecast integer to character to print the data correctly. Okay. If there is no more data left, in that case, it will simply return -1. Fine. So this is about the read function, and the second function is this reads character by character. There is this read function with the character array which can read the whole array. Okay, and the last function is nothing but the close function to close the file. Fine. So these are the two available methods for in the file reader class to read. Okay. So this read function, it reads character by character, then it returns in a Unicode value. Since it returns Unicode value, we need to convert it into character while printing it. Fine. Then we have to close at the end. And if you want to read a character array, then the character array is used here. The disadvantage here is, the major disadvantage here is that it cannot read line by line. It cannot read line by line, is not there. Therefore, we go with buffered reader, okay, which we will see afterwards. Since line by line cannot be read here and we have to typecast definitely, we simply go with the buffered reader, which is an advanced version. Okay, but first let's see in the code how we can read from a file using the file reader and print on the console. Okay, let's see that. Okay, so this file reader example. This time, let's use the second constructor. So for that, to use the second constructor, first we need a file reference to the file which we will be reading from. So new file and simply copy the text, the path. So from here we copy the path and the name. Okay, fine. Then next thing is file reader fr equals to new file reader, and now we can simply pass f into it. Okay, the second constructor. Now let's say we int element, because the read function returns int fr dot read, so it will read the first character of the file. Okay, so while element is not equal to -1 till the read function does not return us -1. Okay, so we simply print, we have to typecast it into char before printing the element. Fine. And then for the loop, for the next iteration, element equals to fr dot read again. So this will work till fr dot read returns -1, that is there is no more character to be read. Fine, from the fw example. So if we simply run it, you will see that it whatever we have written from the previous video, we are simply reading it right here. But it is printing in new line because we are using ln. So just use print. Now if you see, now it should print correctly. Yeah, see. Okay, so this is what we printed previously. So guys, this is all about the file reader. Fine. We can also definitely use the character type here, the character array. If you want to use the character array, let me just show you that. So character array ch equals to new char. We need how many characters, the size of the array. See how many characters are present in a file. So for that, we will use the length function. Okay, int f dot length. Why I am writing int here? Because f dot length returns a long type, and long cannot be a size of the array. Okay, it will throw int exception error. So therefore, we are typecasting into int. Fine. Then simply fr dot read ch. Now we can simply print for each character c in ch system.out print c. Fine. Now if you run it, you will simply see the same thing again. Okay, but this time it is character by character. Now if I uncomment this and read it, you will see this one thing. Yeah, it will just print till here, because after this, when fr.read runs, it will directly return -1 to it. There is nothing else to be read. Okay, so therefore nothing will be printed in this part. Fine. So this was about file reader. And this is file writer that we have seen previously. Here I forgot to mention one point about the append function, correct? Now if you want to append, I will just give you an example. If I just change it here to 110 using Java, okay? Now see the file. Right now it is G and this one. But if we simply run it, the file writer, without using append, we will see that it overwrites the values. Okay, now we will have the character represented by 110, and we are learning Java file handling using Java. So n is printed and we are learning file handling using Java. So it is overwritten. What if we do not want that? So for that, here just pass true. This will say that you want to append is true. Fine. Now if I just run it again by changing the value, okay, let's change the character also this. Now if I just run it again, now you will see that it appends. See, from the previous one it appended, not overwrite. Fine. So this was remaining the append function. So this was all about file writer and file reader. From the next video, we are going to see about buffered writer, buffered reader. Okay. Thank you.